Hey everybody, it's Joe from the Strange Voyage Files. It is December 23rd. I'm continuing my All I Want for Christmas is Ozzy. Got this bad boy today. Still factory sealed. Ozzy Live. We're going to open this up. Whatnot. Uh, I mean, again, me being an idiot with this one, I got it on eBay. I will tell you, I got it for $145. Now, the reason I say this, and I'm not going to always say, hey, I got this for this. It's kind of tacky. But here's my thing. I got one more thing coming for Ozzy. That's going to be after Christmas, regretfully, but I will do that video, that unboxing, that video, and I'll tell you what I paid for it. But with Ozzy especially, people are really trying to profit off his death, and it's disgusting. Now, Ralph Vieira, the Almost Human channel, who I always talk about and always promote, great guy, great channel. He was talking about. I actually sent him a request to do this album versus Iron Maiden Beast over Hammersmith. Check it out; it's an awesome video. But he was talking about when at one point he was looking on eBay, and this was going for $800. Now, I didn't see it for that much, but I do remember looking for it a few months ago. And so I don't know when. He may have looked at it right after Ozzy died. I don't know. But I do remember looking at it probably around September or so, and it was going for about $500-600. And some people, he saw 800. Some people just get insane. Like the See You on the Other Side box set. Guys, there are people who are trying to sell it for anywhere between $5,000 and $10,000. It's just nuts. I got this for $145. It is factory sealed. Now, I did a little checking, and yeah, people are going nuts. They're trying to sell this for, $500-600. There were only a couple of those, but I did see a lot of like $350, $400 range. There's quite a bit of these that you can get opened in near mint or mint condition on on eBay and Discogs for $150, and I saw one for $99. And I did see one that was $150 that was still factory sealed. So here's the thing with this album. Now, I saw this album at Rolling Stones a million times. This is why I'm an idiot. I didn't buy it because at the time, which I know was not that long ago, I'm not a big live guy. Okay? I never owned Live at Budokan. I never, just didn't care. Then we lose Ozzy. You're kind of like, oh, man. You kind of want everything that you can with Ozzy. At least for me. Maybe not other people, but Ozzy meant so much to me. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this, and we're not going to do any whitewashing. I've been very critical. In fact, I did a video that was like, is Ozzy free of Sharon's sins? I believe that's something like that it was called. And no, he wasn't. I don't fully buy that. He just didn't know everything, and Sharon was continuously doing everything. So, yeah, I've been very critical of Ozzy, and I stand by everything I say. I still believe it. However, from the time I was 11, 12 years old, Ozzy was everything to me. So, the loss was just, it was incredible. Lost my parents, of course, that was much worse. But this was a second to that. It really was. I don't want to say a close second, but it was something I'm still not fully over. And I'll tell you, when I lost my dad, I was closer to my dad than my mom. I had dreams for about 2 years about my dad. So, at any rate. But I didn't buy this album, and I saw it at Rolling Stones Records in Norridge, Illinois, God knows how many times. And I'm, of course, kicking myself. But I did have this on that Diary of a Madman Legacy CD, which I have that one. And I've heard it. It's a great album. I'm still more towards tribute. I have an undying loyalty to that album. I have just great memories of that album. So I'll put tribute above this, but it's still this is, just a hair under tribute. Now, I have a feeling that if you're willing to wait, this album may start getting into the $75, $65 range. I'm sure when it's probably $40. Maybe people want to almost double their investment for profit and whatnot. But I don't think that anybody's buying this album for these crazy amounts of money, and that's why it did drop from, I'm sure, like Ralph said, at 1.800. I saw it for 500. I'm sure, because here's the thing. First off, you can get this album with that Legacy Diary of Madman CD for $12. The only reason you would really want this album is if you have to have the vinyl. I want that vinyl. Okay? Don't need it, but I want it. I also don't think that this is on too many people's radar. This was a limited edition. I don't know if it was a record store day. I'm going to try to break it. It's a limited collector's edition. I don't remember if it was record store day or not. I got number 2939. But this is not really on a lot of people's radar. You know, casual Ozzy fans may not even know this exists. So I think that the people who are really gunning to make a ton of money off this one, it's not going to happen. I have a feeling if you wait a year or so, you could probably get this for $75 or so, because probably even sealed. Because I have a feeling this is going to be sitting around people's rooms. They're like, well, all right, I bought it and I'm trying to sell it, but I'm not getting any biters for 100, 120 bucks. So as time goes on, I think if you don't have this, wait a year or so, and I think you'll be able to get it for cheap. Well, not cheap, but cheaper than what they're trying to get Ozzy stuff for. It has a couple of rips in it. I mean, it's still so, and he did say that. So, all right, let's open this up. I'm going to take the sticker off first, because you know I do like to keep the stickers. Come on. I'm not good. I'm not patient with this stuff. Nah, I don't really care about that. I just want the Ozzy one. Actually, I think it's serrated. Yep, serrated down here. Good. All right. Pull this guy out of the... And yes, I put the sticker right back on, because you want to know why I'm never selling this. My kids can deal with it when they try to. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Back. And, you know, of course, it's the Blizzard of Oz tour, but the American leg, which was not the real one. Got Ozzy. That picture's been around for a while. But yeah, it's got Rudy and Tommy on the back. Again, 2 class acts, man. 2 absolute class acts, but, you know, they aren't the real Blizzard. Let's take this as a no. I don't know, is there any kind of other, there's something in here. No, is this an advertisement for the 30th anniversary? Well, guess what? That's going to be what's coming after Christmas. So I'll definitely do that unboxing. And I'll say how much I paid for that too. All right, so this is in a heavy duty. It's one of them. Let's see. Is the other, I don't know if there's any picture sleeves or this one. Like, no, same thing. Anything to here buy our stuff in that one? No. It's another one, just a clear. They could have put pictures at least like they did for Tribute. But, you know, that would be... Now, I have heard this. And again, like I said, this is a great album because I have this on CD. And another reason why I didn't get this is because every bootleg we got, everything, it's like always the same set list. And I know there was only so much they could do. This has that Goodbye to Romance guitar and vocal mix, but again, and the RR, Randy in the studio. But again, that's on the 30th anniversary Blizzard album, if you have that. Let's see what it produced by Ozzy. I love that. Produced by Ozzy, executive producer Sharon Osbourne, mixed by Kevin Churko. What does that mean? That means that Kevin Churko did all the work on this, and Ozzy and Sharon sat back and took a paycheck. Again, if you are somebody who wants everything, get it. Wait, though. Don't get it tomorrow, because it's going to go down. And like I said, like the See You on the Other Side box sets, yeah, I have no patience. And I wanted sealed ones, and I wanted signed. Now, the version 1 wasn't sealed. My biggest thing, though, is I wanted signed. I wanted to get them in as close to mint condition as possible, and you saw them. They were the version 1 was great. In fact, version 2, the one that was sealed, was the one that had that glue. Thank God nothing, I don't know, there was a tiny rip in the poster. So what did I do is I found a guy who had the poster for $30 and I bought another poster. So this way it's all perfect condition. I put a little pieces of paper down where that glue, it's like the glue, there's styrofoam in there to keep everything nice and safe. And it's glued in there, and it's like they put too much glue or the glue melted. The guy who had it, I don't know, stored it somewhere hot. I don't know, whatever. But if you want this one, if you want Ozzy Live, it's not bad. You'll get it for $150. And you probably get it new for $150. But if you really, you really don't want it now, if you can wait a year, I'm telling you, a year, maybe 2 years, but I'm really throwing out a year. This thing's going to be probably new, 75 or so bucks. It's just not an album that I think is in massive high demand. I don't think people are running out of their houses to say, I needed to get this Ozzy Live. I need to get this Ozzy Live. Again, in casual Ozzy fans, I don't think they even know this exists. And a lot of Ozzy fans may be happy with the bootlegs they have and tribute. So, is what it is. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Do you have this? Have you heard it? What do you think? Do you think it's better than tribute? Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and I will see you.